Okay, I think we're good.
Hello, wrestling fans. Yes, it's the Shadow, the Tech Master now. Used to be the Webmaster is now the Tech Master and the Ice Man.
Hey.
We're here. We're back. We're this is the Royal Rumble 2024. We're just going to jump in. We want to just kind of just reconnect with you guys and just share our voice and share our opinion about the world of professional wrestling. So the Top Wrestling reunion begins now.
Man, I'm super excited.
Wow.
It's been a long time since we have been together, and what a best way to do it than one of the most exciting pay-per-views in wrestling. A lot of things happening in the wrestling world if you have been paying attention. Some crazy things as well. But aside all that, there is a major pay-per-view. That is the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And so we're going to just spend the next couple minutes giving you our predictions ahead of time. And then we'll do a full recap of what happened, see how close we were and how far apart we were. So without further ado, I think we should jump into it. Any thoughts?
Man, honestly, I think that this Royal Rumble is probably going to be one of the most watched Royal Rumbles in the history of the WWE for two reasons. One, because of obviously it's the Royal Rumble and everybody loves the Royal Rumble. But two, with all the stuff going on in the last week, I think everybody's going to tune in just to see what happens. I mean, there were a lot of names like Brock Lesnar and other people that were supposed to come in the Royal Rumble. Will Brock Lesnar appear? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Chris.
Yeah. There's always surprises. Yeah. Right. There's always surprises. But yeah. I think with the recent allegations and things that are going on, I think it's less likely we see a Brock. But I'm sure they're scrambling behind the scenes to get some big name to appear outside of the normal 30 participants that we're playing. So I think we jump into the match predictions, and we're only going to do 4. I know there's a bunch of others, but I think the 4 most important ones. The first we'll go and we'll start with Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whoever Paul or whatever the Paul. But yes, Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. And for everyone that's listening, if you haven't read, Logan Paul has extended to a full-time agreement, which may determine the outcome here.
Yeah, well, that's an easy one, and I won't take long on that one. And that is just simply Logan Paul will keep the U.S. title because he's signed now, and so he's going to be able to wrestle more, and he will be able to help sell some of these pay-per-views and sell more merchandise. So Logan Paul will remain champion. Kevin Owens is great and everything, but at this point in his career, does he need the U.S. title? And will that help sell tickets? No. Logan Paul sells tickets.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Shadow and Iceman as well. I got to say this. I think it's going to be a stiff match. It's going to be an exciting match. And I think that obviously, yes, Logan Paul is going to walk away with the U.S. title. They've got to build the U.S. title up like they're building the Intercontinental Championship. And the only way to do that is put it on Logan Paul and let him run with it.
I know that Logan Paul likes to do crazy high spot. And Kevin Owens comes from like a hardcore background at NXT. So I'm sure they're going to have some crazy spot we could look forward to. But at the end of the day, I think Paul retains. No question there. Moving on to the Women's Royal Rumble Championship. Any thoughts there on who is the winner?
Man, that's a hard one. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch, and I'm going to go with Becky because she's now just getting back to the level of where she was a few years ago. Now, if you guys remember, she was almost at a Stone Cold Steve Austin level, but in the female division, right? The women's division. She's getting back slowly. And then I think Nia Jax is going to somehow play a part in all of this stuff. But my money's on Becky tonight. Shadow, what do you think?
Honestly, I think that the direction that they're going with Nia, she hasn't reached the plateau yet. She has not main evented a WrestleMania yet. And I think this is a reward. And she is somewhere in between related to all the bloodline. So I think there's a chance that Nia will finally win her Royal Rumble match and headline WrestleMania. There's 2 nights, so she can headline one night.
I'm going to go with you, Shadow. I think there's a change that's needed, and I think we'd be surprised that she wins the Rumble and goes and headlines WrestleMania. I will predict a surprise. It's not like a new theory, but I think AJ Lee comes back at this Rumble. CM Punk's girl. I think that's the surprise we're going to get. If we're going to get a surprise, I think it'll be more on the female side than the male entrance. But we'll see. That's my prediction.
Now, I would say, because you said that, you could have where you have AJ Lee return versus Becky Lynch, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, all WrestleMania. You can even do like a tag team match leading towards the WrestleMania and then individual matches, or do one big couples versus couples match, which I don't understand why WWE has not ventured into that when you had, what's the name? What's the girl with the twirly hair?
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca Belair and her husband versus Seth.
Right.
So maybe we'll see that, and that's the build towards WrestleMania.
Yep. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns wrestling for the first time in 7 years, faces Orton, AJ Styles, and I love seeing LA Knight in the mix.
Yeah.
I think this is a no-brainer, easy one for me. There's no way Roman's dropping the strap tonight, whether it be DQ or a clean finish. I think Knight is in the ring to job clean to Roman, so that's my prediction. But Roman retains.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw this out. My money's on Randy Orton tonight. 2 reasons. One, man made a big return at Survivor Series. He's been gone for a year and a half. Second of all, you guys got to remember this. All right. Randy Orton has been in the WWE for a very long time. All right. Now I'm going to tell you this. This is going to swerve everybody. And I'm not talking about Swerve Strickland. I'm talking about Swerve. All right. And the reason why I say this is because Roman Reigns doesn't have to be pinned. Okay. It's a fatal 4-way. Anybody can be pinned. He could lose the title without being pinned. He doesn't lose any credibility. Nothing happens to his character. And then you've got to, you can figure out what you want to do with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus The Rock at Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania. Or he just keeps the title and we see Roman Reigns and The Rock next year, WrestleMania 41.
Well, that would be bigger than when Brock beat the Undertaker streak.
Oh, for sure.
If Roman does not retain this belt.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Look, in the fans' perspective, there's always what they want. They want what they want. And that's fantastic. That's how it's supposed to be. This is where you get emotional about moments in wrestling where you want someone to lose the title. You want someone to win the title. But that's the mystique of Roman Reigns right now, is that he's been champion for so long and no one can beat him. And as we are this close, and I'm going to keep saying it until he either loses the title or he breaks the record. Roman Reigns needs to break Hulk Hogan's record. Roman Reigns needs to go into SummerSlam as champion and then go ahead and drop the title on Monday if that's when it is. But he needs to hold on and break Hogan's title. Ain't no telling what's going to come out about Hogan anyway. So who's going to win tonight? Roman Reigns. There's going to be twists and turns, absolutely. There's going to be interferences. There's going to be some close calls. There's going to be some near pins, and there's going to be some actual pins where the referee is not there or can't see it or is knocked out or something. So it's going to be a great match. But Roman retains. Roman's going to WrestleMania as champion, and he needs to go all the way to pass Hogan's record. That's my thought.
The last but not least, the men's Royal Rumble. The winner goes on to face the champion at WrestleMania. My thoughts are pretty clear here. If there's no bigger way to piss off the WWE locker room than have CM Punk come back and win the Rumble. I don't think it's going to happen. I think either Seth comes in somehow and forces him to lose, or he gets eliminated some crazy way. I think Cody wins. I think that'll be interesting. I think they'll have Gunther at the very end. There'll be some other folks, Lashley, but I think Cody will win, and I think that'll be his moment, because I think we talk about it after this the Royal Rumble, but I don't think Cody's winning the belt at WrestleMania. But I do think he's winning the Royal Rumble tonight.
Wow, interesting. So I think originally I was going to say CM Punk, because I think that the WWE was building up for CM Punk and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now all that's changed. Now you see a face-to-face with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk on Raw this last week. Then Seth Rollins, has an injury, may require surgery, it may not. Now everything's up in the air. Then you see Gunther come out on Raw and do a face-to-face with Seth Rollins. So originally my money was on CM Punk, because I think that's the direction that they were going in. But now things have changed. And I think we're going to see Gunther and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. So my money's on Gunther.
I would love to see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would love Gunther to win and surprise everyone else. I don't know. But
has there ever been an Intercontinental Champion that's won a Royal Rumble before? This would also, I think, make history. I don't know of any other Intercontinental Champion that's won a Royal Rumble.
Good point.
Why isn't he defending the IC title? Why not?
Dude, he defends the IC title a hell of a lot more than some people do.
Look, you box office, then it don't matter. But I love what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gunther is the future. This is the next level guy.
Yeah.
Just like we saw, or some people saw with Roman Reigns years ago. Yeah. Gunther is, to me right now, the top of the echelon, next in line.
Yeah.
Now the Codys and the Priest and who's the other guys? CM Punks and all those guys are like 39 to 40 something. So they're not the future. Right. They're the current. They're the guys that hold the place for the next guy to come up, right, which is guys like Gunther. So as far as who's going to win, Nakamura. No, I'm just kidding. Bobby Lashley. No, not Bobby Lashley. But yeah, CM Punk should not win. This dude has not done anything. He has not been on TV and wrestled on TV once. He does not deserve to win WrestleMania and just go straight to WrestleMania so he can be hurt, so he can make rules and regulations on like, this is what I want. Otherwise, I'm not going to wrestle. F that dude. Honestly, we need to let CM Punk spend the next 3 to 4 months
developing,
making himself worthy of whatever he's going to get. Yeah. So, Drew McIntyre, what if Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble and main events WrestleMania? Not COVID Drew McIntyre championship, but Drew McIntyre winning. I don't know if that's possible. I don't even have a prediction because
it's hard to say. Yeah,
it's hard to say. And it's like, I just stick with you guys. Gunther to win, that'd be fantastic.
It'd be awesome.
Knowing he's going to main event WrestleMania, oh my goodness. Since Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan has both titles been defended, man.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with Gunther too.
Cool.
Wow. Cool. Strong predictions. Well, the predictions are in. They are locked from the Top Wrestling crew. Back together again for Royal Rumble. Thanks for watching. Listen, subscribe, like the channel on the Shadow Nose Network, and we'll see you after the Rumble to do recap. Are we right or are we wrong?
Swerve when I ride. I swerve when I